Good morning, my wonderful YouTube viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today, Mike and I are talking about Mr. Inbetween. Mike didn't want to be filmed today, but he is going to talk a little bit, and I'll rephrase what he says, or I'm sorry, repeat what he says because he has a low voice. So we're talking about the show, Mr. Inbetween. I'm going to light a candle. This is a beeswax candle. I'm going to leave a special code for a discount on the website of Zach's Beeswax Candles. They're the best beeswax candles I've tried. They have a really nice scent and the color is really nice. Alright, so Mr. Inbetween is a show that is a half-hour drama series that's inspired by the cult film The Magician. This is Scott Ryan. This is the actor and the creator. And the show is Australian. We found it from watching the Mayans, right, Mike? Was it the Mayans? On what channel was that?
FX.
Right, FX channel. And we saw a advertisement, so to speak, of this show, Mr. Inbetween. And at first I didn't really think much of it. I said, I don't know if I'm going to watch that show. So we did watch it, and we are big fans now. And I'll tell you a little bit about the show. It centers around Ray Shoesmith, a father, ex-husband, boyfriend, and best friend. All tough roles to juggle in the modern age, but it's even harder when you're a criminal for hire. Shoesmith is a man who has been hardened by the prison system and his experiences there. Now he is learning how to deal with life in the real world, even attending anger management classes, away from the bars of prison where actions always have consequences. Now, it's not actually about him being a criminal. There's a lot in the show about his personal life. He is a loving father. He does have a child. But his character is just so interesting. The show is not exactly a dark comedy, but it's not a light, funny comedy either. It really engages you and brings you into his life. And he is a character. Look at that face. That's Scott Ryan. He's the star. Now this Mr. Inbetween is not to be confused with the British Hitman series, I believe it is. I'm not sure if that British show is a movie or a series. It's not the same thing. This Mr. Inbetween, let me see if I can just show you. It's Mr. Inbetween. It's capital MR space capital INBETWEEN. There's no period after Mr., so it's just Mr. Inbetween. Half-hour drama. When you watch the show, you may not be able to understand the people right away. They do have heavy accents. I'd say after the first series, or the first episode, Mike and I began to understand. Wouldn't you say, Mike, you could understand them a little better?
Yes.
And you could always try closed captioning on your TV. But after you watch some of the shows, you'll be fine. Just as when I'm viewing some YouTubers and they're English, at first I really missed a lot of the words because they're not professional actors. YouTubers are just regular people and they have different inflections. Sometimes their voice trails off and you're like, what did they say? But you will be able to understand these accents from Australia. Now, what we liked about the show is it has a very good story. Like, you really do feel like you know the people, and it's funny at sometimes and then serious. And we actually really became fans of it right away, even after the first episode. I'm like, I definitely want to watch this show the next week. We also are fans of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. And something about these shows together, these three shows, Mr. Inbetween, Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul, they have good stories. I don't think any sex in it really, and no nudity. It's like you don't really need that to have a good story. There's nothing there other than good writing, good acting, and a combination of being funny and serious at times. And just like you want this show to come back. You want to watch the next drama episodes, which are coming back, I believe, in September. Now, we did watch this on FX, so I'm not sure when this, I guess it's going to be on the same station, FX. I'm not really sure, but like I said, Mr. Inbetween, just, I can't say enough about it. We're really big fans. Very good writing. So if anyone out there is a writer and they want some advice from me and Mike, we would say when you write a show, make sure you have good content about the human dilemma. Now, the human dilemma is, the struggles that people go through, the learning experiences that they have to journey through, their life maybe, the mistakes they've made, the wrongs they've done, but also the joys in their life. So you really need to include all of that when you're writing a show. That's what makes good literature. That's why Shakespeare has been popular, because of all that human dilemma, the drama. There's a beginning to a story, and it curves up and then comes down. And it's like a roller coaster, but it begins and ends at one point. So let's have good stories, not just shallow thinking. Let's have good writing, good acting. It doesn't even have to be, a lot of props. It could just be, sitting in a room, and it can be very engaging and interesting. Doesn't have to be a lot of special effects, because we're deeper than that. We are people. Generally people are thinkers, and you can relate to somebody like this fella, okay, this character, who is Ray Shoesmith. Look at that face. Look at that character coming out. That's exactly what he looks like. And he captures it perfectly. So, Mike, you're not jealous, are you?
No.
This is my guy. This is my new favorite actor. And Mike's not jealous, because Mike can do the Ray Shoesmith face very perfectly. But guys, thanks for watching. I really hope you'll tune into this. I'm not getting paid to say it. All right, I'm just someone who likes to share things that I think are really funny and fantastic and just a darn good show. And thanks so much. I love you all. I really appreciate that you're tuning in. I'm going to get better at making videos, I promise, with your help. Thanks so much. Have a nice day.